So welcome back, fellow builders, to another episode of Will's Builds, where today we are once again working on the 8.8 install into the Miata rear subframe here. So since last time, I've gotten new hardware for the rear mount here, as well as the energy suspension polyurethane bushings that are going to replace these factory soft rubber ones. We're not going to use these yet, because we want to weld everything up first with these bushings so we don't ruin those ones. So this is how, if you remember from last video, this sits on the towers at the front of the diff, and the nut's going to be welded here on the inside. Bolt goes down through, pretty simple. So we're going to weld just around this bottom nut, and I just have this other nut on here to protect the threads from getting damaged from weld splatter, slag, etc. And then on the back, we're going to have these longer bolts coming up through. This plate is going to get welded right here. And then these towers, which I have drilled out to the bigger diameter for the bushing to go into, will sit right about here on another set of those polyurethane bushings. But first, we need to weld this plate all the way around here. And to do that, we're going to clean all the paint off and then get to welding. Okay, so we got the front two pedestals welded up. I think this one turned out better, but I don't know. We got them welded up. We'll see how well they hold. I'm not a professional welder or anything like that, so we'll see how all this stuff holds up, and if I have to fix it, I have to fix it. So next we're going to get the diff, and we're gonna get everything mocked up once these cool down so we can mark the subframe and the pedestals and figure out exactly where and how we're gonna weld them all to the subframe. All right, so we're getting pretty close here. We've got the back mount tightened down onto the diff and onto the subframe, and then with the energy suspension bushing. So this back part is pretty much the height that it's gonna be at. We will have a little bit of adjustability. We'll be able to put washers on top of or under the bushings to space it up or down if we need to. And it'll be the same way here in the front. Now, as you can see, this isn't tight in there. I mean, it's not welded on yet or anything. We still have to either clearance cut the subframe out and then weld this to the subframe, or cut this part out and then weld it to the subframe. We're gonna get these cut out here in a minute, weld it on, and then we'll be able to put the subframe in the car and hang the diff from it. All right, so there we have it. We've got the 8.8 mounted in the back of our Miata. Yeah, this is like 95% how it's gonna be when it's in the car. The only difference is I'm probably gonna get shorter bolts here and lock nuts, and then I have lock nuts for the rear mount. The front mount is just the bolts, and I'm gonna use lock washers on those. I'm not gonna use those yet. It'll just make putting it in and out easier. I'm gonna try a couple different ways installing it. You know, I had to use a jack to get everything like perfect. I might try and drop it using these bolts, like pull these bolts and the front bolts out and let it drop down. I don't know, that might be easier, we'll see. But for now, yeah, we have a 8.8 in our Miata. So awesome. This was one of the things I was kind of dreading, as I said. It was very, you want to make sure everything is centered, and we'll see how my welding holds up. No promises, but yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching this kind of two-part episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. We're getting real close to the 100, with only a couple months left in the year, and that's my goal really, is to hit 100 by the end of the year. I'm trying to get videos out as much as I can with school and everything, but if we could hit 100 subscribers, that'd be awesome. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, just keep building.